This is the Tom Bigby Tales, and I'm your host, Shannon Evans. I write about a small town in northeast Mississippi called Columbus, and sometimes I write about the rest of the state. This episode is about the history and mystery of Aldan Hall, one of the antebellum homes in Columbus, Mississippi, that is on this year's Columbus Spring Pilgrimage. Nestled at 901 7th Avenue North, Aldan Hall is a structure rich with history dating back to the antebellum era. Originally known as the Topp-Sykes Home, this frontier-style residence was constructed around 1839. The initial design featured a simple 2-over-2 layout typical of homes built during this period in the American South. The architectural style, characterized by its symmetrical design with 2 rooms on each floor, was popular due to its practicality and ease of construction. The home likely featured hand-hewn timber framing and wooden pegs rather than nails, reflecting the building techniques of the time. The original structure had a central chimney serving fireplaces in each room, which was common for heating and cooking in the early 19th century. In the 1850s, the home underwent a significant transformation under the ownership of James Sykes. This renovation, overseen by architect James Lull, elevated the house from its frontier roots to a more refined federal style. A grand portico was added, featuring 2 octagonal fluted columns. These columns, made of local hardwood, would have been hand-carved and painted to resemble stone, a common practice in Southern architecture of the time. A west wing expanded the home, adding larger rooms both upstairs and downstairs. This expansion might have included a formal dining room and, of course, additional bedrooms, reflecting the growing prosperity and social aspirations of the Sykes family. The staircase was relocated to a new side hall, creating a more impressive entrance and improving the flow of the home. This change allowed for a grander foyer, receiving guests in the Southern tradition. A family entry porch was constructed, providing a more casual entrance for daily use. This feature was typical of homes in the region, allowing family members and close friends to enter without using the formal front entrance. These changes resulted in an L-shaped floor plan, a departure from the original rectangular layout. The new shape allowed for better separation of public and private spaces within the home. Mirroring this L shape, a carriage house was built on the east side. This structure housed horses and, of course, carriages that were essential for transportation in the mid-19th century. These alterations not only increased the home size but also its grandeur, reflecting the growing prosperity and changing architectural tastes of the mid-19th century South. The renovations also incorporated some Greek Revival elements, popular in the antebellum South, such as a symmetrical window placement and decorative moldings. Some of these were signatures of James Lull, the architect. The Sykes family's time in the house was marked by tragedy, however. James Sykes died in 1861 during the Civil War, leaving behind his young wife, Marcella Jane Sykes, who would later remarry and become Marcella Lanier, and their small children. Marcella herself passed away at a young age shortly after. The sorrowful history has given rise to a local legend. It is said the spirit of Marcella Jane Sykes still haunts the house, watching over visitors from the 2nd floor. This tale adds a layer of mystique to the already historically rich property. Visitors and residents have reported unexplained phenomena such as the sound of footsteps in empty rooms, doors opening and closing on their own, the faint scent of lavender perfume, said to have been Marcella's favorite, and sightings of a woman in period dress gazing out of an upstairs window. These ghostly tales have become part of the local folklore, attracting enthusiasts and adding to the home's allure. In 1997, the Bryan family purchased this property. The Bryans named it Aldan Hall, a portmanteau created from the names of their sons, Alan and Dan. The Bryan family had undertaken careful restoration to preserve the home's historical integrity while adapting it for modern use. This is including updating electrical and plumbing systems, restoring original woodwork and flooring, carefully repainting interiors in period-appropriate colors, and landscaping the grounds to reflect 19th century garden designs. Their efforts have not only preserved a piece of local history, but have also made Aldan Hall a venue for historical tours, and other events. Aldan Hall boasts several intriguing architectural elements and hidden features. It has a trap door in the front hall that once led to the basement, allowing for easy access to food storage areas and potentially serving as a hiding place during times of conflict. The basement's huge support timbers bear visible axe marks, a testament to the home's age and construction methods. These marks provide insight into 19th century building techniques, showing how logs were hand-hewn to create structural supports when there was no sawmill in the area until later in the 1830s. The staircase's newel post is made of solid walnut and is pegged into place beneath the house. This construction method, using wooden pegs rather than nails, was typical of the era and demonstrates the craftsmanship involved in the home's construction. During renovations, the original porch railing was discovered in the basement and subsequently restored to its rightful place. This find allowed for an authentic restoration of the home's exterior appearance. A concrete patio was found to conceal a unique planter that serves as a magnetic compass. This feature might have been added in the late 19th or early 20th century. Additional architectural details include original heart pine flooring through much of the house and hand-blown glass in some older windows. For its humble beginnings as a frontier home to its current status as a beautifully preserved piece of architectural history, Aldan Hall stands as a testament to the changing face of the American South. Its walls have witnessed the tragedy of war, the evolution of architectural styles, and the passing of generations. The home showcases the transition from frontier to antebellum architectural styles and the impact of the Civil War on Southern families and properties. It demonstrates the evolution of domestic life from the 1830s to the present day, and the importance of historic preservation in maintaining cultural heritage. Today, it continues to captivate visitors with its elegant design, hidden features, and the lingering mystery of its alleged supernatural resident. Aldan Hall not only provides a window into the past, but also serves as a reminder of the enduring legacy of Southern architecture and the stories of those who lived within its walls. Aldan Hall is on this year's Columbus Spring Pilgrimage. Miss Betty Bryan, the owner, has said it is her last year to host it herself. Come see this treasured home while it's on tour. Thank you for coming on this episode of the Tom Bigby Tales. Until next time.